Let's welcome back to some basic concept of chemistry. So today's topic is called mole concept. Mole concept. What is this mole and why we should study this one mole? So let me explain very briefly. Okay. So hey, mole andre ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is the mole concept ಅಂದ್ರೆ simple. I give you 1 gram of salt. Just I give you 1 gram of salt. 1 gram is very less quantity. So now I tell me how many molecules are arranged in that 1 gram of the 1 gram of salt. Can you tell me 1 gram ಉಪ್ಪೊಳಗೆ 1 gram salt ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು molecules ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ molecules ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? The quantity 1 gram is itself is very less quantity. In that molecules will be there. We can't see our naked eyes how many molecules will be there. So that's why we are going to give one unit. That one unit is going to called as mole. So for example, if you go to the market and you ask the shopper, give me 1 dozen of banana. You tell them, give me 1 dozen of banana. So 1 dozen banana means indicates how many? 12 pieces, right? They are going to give 12 pieces. Or instead you are going to shop, you tell me 12 banana. Can you ask them? Just give me 12 bananas? No. Instead of using the 12 banana, you are going to say the word as 1 dozen. Or you can take apple. So just give you ask them, just give me 1 dozen of apple. They are going to give 12 pieces. If you ask 1 dozen of mangoes, they are going to give 12 mangoes, 12 pieces of mangoes. So 1 dozen is nothing but 12. When the word dozen comes in your mind, just you recognize that the word is 12. So like this also, if I ask you, what is the 1 dozen? What is the 1 dozen of carbon atoms? What is the 1 dozen of carbon atoms? I tell that 12 carbon atoms. There will be 12 carbon atoms. 1 dozen it is indicates nothing but it is a unit. Is a unit which is going to measure a very big number. That is 12 number. We are going to represent in one word, that is called dozen. So like this, we are going to measure so many bigger molecules in simple unit. We are going to call as that name is called mole. Then what it may be the value of 1 mole? The 1 mole value will be equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23. 1 mole is equal to 6.023 to 10 raised to 23. If I place 10 power 3, then it becomes 1000. If I place 10 power 5, then it becomes 1 lakh. Just imagine, that is a 10 power 23. If I ask you 1 mole of pencil, just give me means, can you give me? Nothing. You are not going to give because 1 mole of pencil is nothing but 6.023 into 10 power 23. 10 ಮುಂದೆ 23 ಸೊನ್ನೆ ಇಟ್ಟುಬಿಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು. Can you imagine? No. So ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಿಗ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ 1 mole. Like this also 12 carbon atom ನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 dozen atom ಅಂತೀವಿ. 12 pieces of mangoes ಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? Just give me 1 dozen of mangoes. Like this ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಂಬರ್ ನ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 mole ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, so why it is going to be used? Because of this calculation of them, because you know that mass of an atom. If I ask you to measure 1 gram, I am going to ask you what is the mass of one carbon atom. Just I am going to ask you mass of one carbon atom. Can you measure? No, because you know that atom is very tiny particles, minute particles. You are not going to your naked eyes. Then how can you going to measure? It is unbelievable. You never because the gram it's one atom andre you are not going to see in your eyes. Then how can you go to measure? One takadi tondu 1 gram carbon hakidre can you measure? No, it is not possible. Because that base doesn't give any, because it is very small, you are not going to see that one, right? So instead of this one, I can tell that the mass of the carbon atom is telling us 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of carbon atoms. That is going to give me as 12 gram of carbon. If I ask you what is the mass of one oxygen atom, can you measure? No, because the atom is itself very teeny particles. You are not going to tell what is the mass of 1 gram of that mass of that oxygen atom. So you are going to tell that 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of oxygen atom oxygen atom, then it is equal to 16 gram. Then it is going to call as 16 gram. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ 1 mole ಅಂದರೆ 6.023 into 10 to the 23 ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ, so let's see the definition. What is the definition of the mole? Mole is defined as amount of a substance that contains as many elementary particles as the number of atoms, as the number of carbon atoms present in 12 gram of carbon 12 carbon 12 isotope. So once again, amount of substance that contains as many elements as particles as the number of atoms of carbon present in 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಒಂದೇ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 12 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ 12 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಟಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಸ್ 1 mole. So 1 mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to 23. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್. Okay, so 1 atom of carbon 12 base, it is about experimental values. We are not going to determine these values. These are called experimental values. Scientists have got the experimental values that 1 atom of carbon 12 base 1.9926 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram. This is the experimental value. Then 1 mole of carbon 12 base 12 gram. You know that 1 mole of carbon 12 base 12 gram. Then 1.992648 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram of carbon 12 contains 1 atom of the carbon 12. So istu gram carbon 12 atom contains ಏನಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is a 1 atom of the carbon 12. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 12 gram ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯಿತು? 12 gram of carbon 12 contains 12 divided by this base 1.992648 into 10 raised to minus 23. We are going to obtain the value as 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. So this is way of how you got this one. So 1 mole of carbon, this indicates that 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Simply we are going to call as 1 mole of the carbon. 1 mole of the carbon is nothing but 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. So this number is going to called as Avogadro number. This number we are going to call as Avogadro number. Avogadro number, or we can tell that Avogadro constant. So that is nothing but 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. If I ask you, can you give me 1 mole of textbooks? So you should tell that 1 mole of textbooks contains 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of that books. You should tell. So like this, when the 1 mole concept comes, you should tell 6.023 when into 10 raised to 23. When the concept comes 1 dozen, you should tell 12 pieces. So like this, 1 mole of hydrogen atoms contains 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of that atoms. Okay. Similarly, 1 mole of aluminum, you know that. So it is a 27 gram. Its mass. So that contains 1 mole of aluminum contains 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of that atoms. Okay. Then just now I have measured in atoms. Now I am going to take space in molecules. Whether anything it may be, but 1 mole concept comes, we should tell that much word. 1 mole of water molecule. Now it is a molecule. Molecule contains same 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. If I ask 1 mole of NaCl, then that is also 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 units of the NaCl. So 1 gram of atom is equal to 1 mole. I can tell 1 gram of atom is nothing but 1 mole of atom. That value is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. If I ask 1 gram of molecule, nothing but 1 mole of the molecule, that contains 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 of that molecules. So this is the units you are going to tell the measurement. Then let's see the one beautiful reaction that is called 2SO2 plus O2, that gives rise to 2SO3. 2SO2 plus O2 plus 2SO3. Then when I apply the mole concept here, 2 moles of sulfur dioxide which is going to combine with 1 moles of oxygen to give 2 moles of the sulfur trioxide. It is nothing but 2 into 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of sulfur dioxide which is going to combine with 1 into 6.023 into 10 to 23 molecules of that oxygen, which is going to give 2 molecules of 6.023 into 10 to 23 of that molecules of the sulfur trioxide. So this is the concept of mole.